Hello everybody, welcome to this session. The objective of this session is to see how to create a new material. So let's see, the path is we have to go to SAP menu, logistics, materials management, material master, material. Now here you have something like create special and create general. Now when you click on create general, again you'll get two options, that is create immediately and schedule. Now the functionality of immediately is if I pick up immediately at this point of time itself, I can create the material and it will be live in the system. However, if in case we schedule it, the schedule will be done in a future date. So if in case you think that there will be certain new materials which will be added to your inventory, say from first, then in that case you would be creating a schedule. From that day onwards it will be eligible, it will be created into your plan. Now, this is very much widely used if in case from the business perspective, because what happens, there will be something like deletion flags, or if in case you want to create new ones, all of them, it will not be like immediate effect. It would be created based on the certain planning. Now here, let's see how to create a metal immediately. However, prior to that, I also wanted to show that if in case you click on this create special, here you can see that you have different material types and the transaction code is also available. Say for example, if I would like to create a packaging material, I can straight away go to mmv1 and it will give me a packaging option. Like if I click on here mmv1, so here it is giving me the options for a packaging material. You can see here create packaging. Now at the same time, if I go to mm01 and I click on material type as packaging, let me pick up the packaging material type. I can't see here. Let me see. Packaging material. Yeah, here. Okay. So the moment when you click enter, here this will again give you an option to create the packaging material. So all the materials, if in case you want to create a finished good directly, then what you can do is you can straight away click on the finished good, which is here mmf1, or else if you would like to create a semi-finished product, you can create on mmb1 and it will take you to that page. However, the widely used one is mm01 because it will give you an option to create each and every one. Okay, now here, the moment when you enter in, it will ask you for the industry sector. This is nothing but your domain. So for example, if it is a food and related, or it's a pharmaceutical, or it's a chemical, or what kind of industry you are setting this material up for. So now here again there are two things which is very important. Number one is internal number range, and the second one is the external number range. So if in case your material has been assigned with internal number range or the external number range, which we will see in subsequent videos when I would be talking about the material types creation, when I will be talking about the field selections, and I will also be talking about the number range assignments to the material. Now here you can give internal or external based on the business need. Say for example, if I would like to have a numbers which is completely numeric, or something like I would like to have an alphanumeric, I can give it. Say for example, if I would like to name this material as uh, test material, I can do that. Or if I would like to say that this material is like R hyphen 010101, I can do that. So it depends on the kind of the number range what is assigned. Now let's pick something. Now I'm not giving any name here, and we will see that how the system would pick up automatically. Now industry, for the time being, I'm picking up as food and related, and I'm going to pick up a raw material. Now the raw material type for my company code in my plant is the BTPL in this scenario. So I would be creating a raw material, and I already have a raw material type created, ZRO. So you can see here ZRO, this is raw material for my plant BTPL. So I'm going to create a raw material right now. So just press enter. Now here one more thing is that industry sector, you can set certain defaults whenever you're creating a material, which I would show you in subsequent videos, wherein you can default your views, you can default your org structure, you can default your industry sector, all those things, including the MRP profile as well. So I would also show that how to create a MRP profile in the subsequent videos. So currently we are going to go ahead and create a new material for our plant. Now here you can see all the views which has been come up automatically. All these views has been defaulted by me. So I expect that these are the ones which I would like to have for my raw material, and that's why I have created it. So I'm going to say okay. Now the plant is BTPL for me, and the storage location is 0001, which is a standard storage location in my scenario. I'm not assigning any MRP profile. We will talk about MRP profile in the subsequent videos. It straight away leads to four different views: MRP1, MRP2, MRP3, and MRP4. So if in case you have MRP, if the material is relevant for MRP, what you can do is you can create the MRP profiles for your plans, and what you could do is you can assign them to the plan, the materials whenever you're creating them, so that you need not to assign the values again and again. So I'm going to go in now. So you can see that it has come up and it has picked up a material number. I have not given this material, but it is picked up on its own. So this is the raw material. This number range was assigned by the system based on the customization what we have done at the SPRO level. This we will be seeing in subsequent videos. Right. So here I'm saying uh, food raw material 1. Basically you can, if in case you're building up something like baby food powder, or if you're making up something like let's assume that if it is a McD, then if in case we are talking about a burger, so what and all things will be the raw materials like chicken, mutton, all those things. So it depends on, if in case you're making as something like a chips industry, if it is a chips industry, so what and all things will be, again, I mean, the products would be something like the raw materials will be like potato and all those things, right? So all those things will be assigned with the material number, and all those things once they come in, and once they will be placed in, based on the usage, they will be utilized, they will be consumed, there will be a lot of things, there will be a lot of activities which will be happening. So this we will be talking about in detail in later videos. Right now let's concentrate on the material master making. All right, how to create this material. So I'm assuming that this material I will be measuring in inches. All right, and the material group, I have only one. Now basically material group is something like, again, in your industry there could be n number of different verticals, maybe electrical, maybe mechanical, maybe food related, maybe chemical related. So in that case, which material belongs to which group, we create material groups, and it helps us to demarcate or differentiate between the material types. So basically these materials, I mean, which group does it belong to, and on the basis of that we can plan the storage part, we can plan many other things. All right, so I have not created much of the groups as of now, because this is just for the demo purpose. So I have got only one group, and I'm going in. So I am in basic data 2 now. Now here there is nothing much which should be given. Now here there is a, whenever you get something like a tick mark, that means it's a mandatory field. So we need to assign a purchasing group, so which purchasing group it can actually be, which purchasing group can buy this. So basically I'm assigning a BT1, which is I have two purchasing groups for my plant which I've created. Now one more thing that I wanted to show you was in purchasing. Okay, let me MRP type. As of now I'm saying that no MRP. ND means no planning required. Okay, let me show that. PD is MRP and ND is no MRP, no planning required. All right, but based on that, the kind of the requirement planning that your organization is going to do for these materials will be picking up, like whether it is a reorder plan, reorder point, then in that case it will be like VB, manual reorder. If in case it's going to be automatic, then in that case you can use a V2, or you will be using a time phase planning, which is like something like R1. uh, so based on your company's requirement, you would be setting up the MRP part, but in nowadays it is majorly taken care by APO, so we need not to worry about it. But still, it is very important to know about this factor. All right, so I have decided that I will not be planning anything right now for this particular material. If in case you pick up any kind of MRP, then in that case MRP controller and the reorder point, and then the lot size, minimum lot size, safety stock, all these things becomes a little important and mandatory to maintain. All right, so I'm going to go to the next level. So here there is one more important thing, is that in purchasing, what I forgot to tell you was order unit. Now, if you maintain any unit here, by default, if you're creating a purchasing order, it will pick up this particular value. Like for example, though your base unit of measure is each, let's say that my order unit is bag. All right, then in that case, it will ask me that how many eaches to bag is a conversion. So let's say I say one bag is 50 eaches. No, so let's say 5 eaches. All right. So now it is so next time if I'm creating a purchase order, automatically it will ask me that if I say 50 and then I'm not giving any unit over there, it will by default pick up like 50 bags. I'm doing any kind of transaction, in that case it will be by default taking up bags. All right. So you have to be very careful when you use this. All right. So as of now, okay, let's maintain this. Now we will see how to utilize it. And then I'm going to the next one, next level. So here we are not picking up anything. Now this is MRP1, MRP2. You can see here the safety stock and the minimum safety stock. These are again important things. The planned delivery time is very important. Let's say that 10 days is a planned delivery time. Then we do not have availability check. This is also very important. We'll be talking about it in upcoming videos. Okay, then we are at MRP4, so there's nothing that we are going to pick up here. In plan data, there is one important thing, is CC physical inventory. Now here this one is CC is cycle counting. Basically, if in case your this material, if it is a valuated stock and you really wanted to do the physical inventory, then you can do a CC fix and you can pick up the kind of the indicator. Now A, B, C, D. A is highly evaluated, then B is second highly evaluated, C is like a little evaluated, and D is the least evaluated basically. All right. So based on the frequency, like A, they have to do a cycle counting on a monthly basis. B could be for say 2 months, or maybe say 3 months, depending upon your business requirement. C could be like half yearly, and D could be like yearly once. So it depends on the kind of the business requirement, that how they would like to do the physical inventory. So this is something very important. Now one more thing is that here storage bin is there. Now if in case you're maintaining the storage bin here, then it will be printed on your material slip. uh, However, this will not be seen anywhere else, but if in case you go to the MMBE stock, over there again you will be able to see your storage bin, if in case you're going to maintain here. So let's do one thing, let's try to maintain the storage bin. We'll say that storage bin the same as the material number. All right, and then we just say enter. So here you, if in case your plant also accepts the negative stocks, then you will be picking up this negative stocks. It needs a little bit of business flow. We'll be talking in detail about negative stocks in some other video. All right, um, and then here we have WM2. Now this particular material we have not picked up as WM1 or WM2, so we are not going to maintain anything right now. Then in accounting, you will be maintaining your valuation class, which is very, very important. So here 3000 is the valuation class for the raw materials as of now. So I'm going to pick up 3000 and I'm going to say okay. Now the price control, B is a moving average price and S is a standard price. Basically for raw materials, we always choose to have the V, and for anything, for any finished good, it is always advisable to have a standard price. Anyways, we'll be talking about this metal pricing when we'll be talking about the pricing procedures and other stuff. Now here moving price, let's assume that this is like say $100 or €100 each unit, and the standard price is like $102, or let's say 90, let's say $100 only, €100 only. Okay, now we are in accounting 2, and then it is saying that now you're about to exit, and do you want to save your data? I would say yes. So we have successfully created one raw material for our plant BTPL. All right, so I'm going to MM60 now, and I would like to see the newly created material. So here you can see that this is a newly created material. You can see this is a ZRO again. This is a raw material, and this is 3000. It's having 100. All right. Now I have a new material. Now I would like to go to the MMBE, and I would like to see that if I have any stock currently for this particular material. So you can see here there is no stock as of now. All right, there is no stock. The moment when we create a purchase order, automatically you can see that on order stock will be visible here. All right, so let's see what happens. So I'm going to create a purchase order right now. Okay, I'm gonna use my old vendor. There's only one vendor which I've created right now, and this is a material what I've created, and I would say that I'm going to say 100, and I would say plant BTPL storage location 111, and I'm going to press enter. You can see here by default it has picked up bag here, and it is not picked up in eaches. You can see here, and if you go to material data, if you go to quantities, here you can see that this is 100 bags, and in SKU you have 500 eaches. Why? Because the conversion, it says that one bag is nothing but 5 eaches. All right, so this is the meaning of the ordering unit, so you have to be very careful. All right, now let's maintain the purchasing org, which is very important, and the purchasing group, and the net price. The reason we have not got this, if in case you really wanted to get the pricing also coming up, then you have to maintain the uh, vendor info record basis with the vendor, what is the price he's going to charge and all those things. And not only that, even you can have a pricing condition maintained at the master level. If in case you do that, then in that case that price would be picked up. All right, so as of now I'm going to pick up as 100 euros. So now the document looks good. All right, let's see the print preview. So we have the material here, very good. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the save. Now when I will be saving, the moment I save here, you can see here on order stock, this should be showing me 500 eaches. Why 500 eaches? Because here it's 100 bags and the quantity is going to be 500 eaches. So whenever it will show you over here, it will show you in the base unit of measure and not in the ordering unit of measurement. All right, so I'm gonna save this. So I hope the purchase order is created now. So you can see here the purchase order 904 is created, and 904 is created, right? And now let's see what happens here in MMBE. Okay, so you can see here the on order stock is visible for this particular material. All right, now let's try to do the goods receipt and see what happens. So I'm going to go to the MIGO, MIGO, that is a transaction code, to do the goods receipt, and purchase order 904 and press enter. Oh, it says no goods receipt possible for the purchase order 904. Okay, so there has to be a confirmation control created for this. Let's see, ME22N. So ME22N is the transaction code to modify your purchase order. All right, so I'm going into the item level and I'm going to see confirmations. You can see here it has picked up a confirmation. So basically, if in case there is a confirmation, you can only do the goods receipt with respect to an inbound delivery. All right, now I'm going to save it, or else you have to create a advanced shipping notification, and after that you can do a goods receipt. So 904 is changed, and now I'm going to do a MIGO again. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do 904 here, and now you can see here that, let me hide this. Okay, so you can see here that it is giving me an option to pick up the material and post it. So I'm gonna say okay. I'm not gonna say all the 100 bags I'm going to pick up. I would be doing a GR only for 50 bags. Okay, so you can see here the quantity in each is already changed. So my expectation is that what happens the moment when I would be doing the GR, here unrestricted usage, you should be able to see 250 eaches, and on order stock should be 250 eaches. All right, so here where it's going to be in BTPL and it's 0001, and you can see here the storage bin. It has picked up the storage bin, right? So this is a storage bin where this material will be placed. All right, now if in case it's going to be a WM, then the scenario would be entirely different. Then in that case there is no point maintaining a storage bin at the master level, because then you will be maintaining it at the WM level itself. And in WM, warehouse management implementation, when happens, the stock is always placed at the bin level. Bin is the least level of the org unit. All right, now purchase order data, it's all is good. So partner, it's a vendor, very good, it's all very clear, very nice. So I'm going to check the document and I'm going to post it. Now it says deficit of PU order quantity, which is 50 bag. It's perfectly okay, because what it's trying to tell you is that in your purchase order you actually ordered for 100 bags, but you are receiving only 50 bags. So this is just a warning, and I would be saying okay, because it's a partial GR what we are doing, and I'm going to post it. The moment you post it, you can see here material document is posted. All right, the material document had got posted. So the material document has been saved. Now this material document, let's save it. We will be seeing this as well. Now here, the moment I refresh, my expectation is that this comes in 250 each, is comes here under unrestricted, and this on order stock, it is reduced to 250 each again, and it should be visible as 250. So I'm going to hit the refresh. Very nice. You can see here it is now unrestricted usage, it is like 250, and on order stock is 250, right? So the material is pretty much visible here, that what is the total quantity available. All right. Okay, this one, what is next to standard? This is your bin. Usually, this is here. What you can see is a bin number, basically, because here this is the material, and this material is placed in this particular bin, because now we cannot identify it as that way, because we actually gave the material number as a bin number. All right, now this is how you will be creating a material and you'll be doing a GR. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great